So this weekend we had David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, take on Boo Boo Andrade.
But he hasn't fought too many names where you'd be like, yeah, he's ready to take on a big fight.
I told him.
Yeah.
Before the fight happened, David Benavidez, man, this guy he's a monster.
Man, that shit wasn't even close.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? I'm Hardborn Dame. I'm here with my brother, Mr. Get That Work, and we are the 10 Checkers. What's good, man? We joined by our brother John. Let's get into it, man.
Yes.
Oh,
John's been on a hot streak lately, man. Been on a hot streak lately. You've been, you know what I'm saying, on some Steph Curry stuff, man.
So this weekend we had David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, take on Boo Boo Andrade.
Yeah.
And before anything, I kind of favored Benavidez, but I also said it's a close fight because there's so many unknown variables coming into the fight. We don't know if Boo Boo is as good as he is because he never really fought anyone. And after the fight takes place, I look like a complete fucking moron because that shit was a blowout. Oh my God, man, that shit wasn't even close. Man.
Yeah, I think you said it right. It was a lot of unknown variables. We know that, Demetrius, he's a good slick boxer with a very awkward style. Yeah. He was undefeated. Usually he drops people in the first round, and then after that he just cruises on by to get the W. So, but he hasn't fought too many names where you'd be like, yeah, he's ready to take on a big fight. Mm-hmm. And he didn't do, and I don't even know what to say. Like, he didn't do bad, but I think people expected him to do a little more. But Benavidez, he's just a monster, man. He's just hard. He's getting better and better.
Yeah,
I gotta say that he's showing that he's getting better and better. So I don't know, man. I feel bad for Demetrius because we talked about it.
I do too.
He finally got a really big fight, and he may not get another one after this.
Yeah, this was the perfect example of bigger good guy beats better smaller guy. I mean, Boo Boo said it after the fight, like, it's not that he's more skilled than me, but he just washed him, man. Yo, John, what did you think?
I mean, I texted Mr. Get That Work last night. I texted him, and I told him.
Yeah.
Before the fight happened, I already predicted it, And David Benavidez, man, this guy is just like he is a monster.
Yeah,
the monster, man. Yeah. He's a monster, man. And I mean, shout out to his pops, though, man. I mean, his pops really trained him really hard, though, man. Although his younger brother didn't win a fight, against Charlo, but these guys been trained at a very early age.
Yeah,
2 years old, boxing.
What did you bet, John? What exactly?
It was 3-1. It was 3-1. And I won $200.
Wait. So you put 600 to win 200?
No. I bet against my friend.
Oh, you see, that's a smart way to go. God damn it, John. Yo, that's a smart way to go, man.
Yeah, that definitely was a smart way to go.
Yeah.
Because the odds were definitely in Benavidez' favor. So
it was,
No, not originally. Even though the fight was a complete blowout, we did a podcast last week, and I was looking up the odds. Even the odds makers didn't really know which way it was gonna go. It wasn't until when people start betting, it changes the line. So I guess more of the public felt David Benavidez was going to win because originally everything was plus. It was no minuses. It was no favorites going into the fight. Mm-hmm. So day of the fight, I checked and the odds were now minus 300. So you had to bet $300 just to win $100. And I don't know. For me, for not knowing, I wasn't willing to take that game.
For me though, I called it though. I thought it was a 50-50 fight. Because at the end of the day, obviously Andre doesn't have the resume that Benavidez has though. However, though, Andre, he's a very slick fighter. Like this guy is very slick. He's a former Olympian. He's a southpaw. So you can't, you got to make this guy can really fight.
Now,
Benavidez is a monster, man. This guy is a monster.
See, what I want to bring up is kind of the elephant in the room. I think a lot of people felt that Boo Boo was, or is, or maybe was, I don't know, a better or slicker boxer than Cato Plant. I think that was the majority of what we was thinking. Yeah. Now, I'll ask this. Do you think his age played a factor in his fight? Yes or no?
100%.
He's 35, right? He's 35, I think.
He's definitely over 30. And this was his second fight at 168.
Oh,
Boo Boo brought it up a little bit. Boo Boo has been fighting since Mayweather was around. He's been around a long time. He's in there with Benavidez is young. He's a young monster. He's got a lot of years before he gets old. Jesus Christ. And the resume that he got, man, I felt after watching him at 168, he slowed down. And I think due to the Mayweather era, people think that you can go past your 30s and look good. And Bernard Hopkins made it look good in his 40s forever. That's not normal. It's not normal. You know what I mean? Once you start hitting late 30s, mid 30s, you slow down. Then you play with your weight and you get in there with a young monster. I would agree that not only was it the age, but also moving up in weight. That was his only a second fight up there.
All right. Well, I feel like maybe it could have been a factor, but I think just Benavidez, like I said, he just showed me that he's getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what that does for Canelo. Showtime is ending. So this is the weird place that we're at right now. Showtime is ending, but Canelo has 2 contract fights left for Showtime. If they're ending, does this now mean that Canelo he's probably not going to fight him? He's probably not going to fight him. The fight that everybody wants to see, I don't think is going to happen because Showtime is out of it.
Well, in my opinion, if they would have handled Canelo's career properly while he still had ammunition. Now I'm not too sure. I think he had hand surgery, arm surgery. He's not the same animal. But had they handled him correctly, his resume would have been bananas. Because I'm going to go through the time period in the fighters. He could have fought Charlo before Charlo started having those mental breakdowns. And I think we all would have favored Canelo. Also, Benavidez wasn't the monster yet. He actually lost due to the weight issues. He was still young. Though it would have been a tough fight, I think I would have still favored Canelo. And then let's say he goes on the move and moves up and fights Bivol. You're looking at like almost a historical run, like a Manny Pacquiao run. But being that he kind of, try to do the Mayweather a little bit, it makes me look at him different. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I'm just curious if we're gonna get the fight at all.
I don't think so, but I don't want to cut you off though, man. I don't think so. And it sucks to say like that, but I mean Canelo, like he's not gonna take another L. He's not. He already took over B-ball. I don't think he's gonna take another L. I mean, not like another L, but a beating. Because I mean, Canelo never got like beat like that, and I think Benavidez could really beat him, like really beat him up.
Right.
And that's scary.
And even though, and I said this before, even though Benavidez is in a smaller weight class than Bivol, Benavidez is actually bigger than Bivol. So I don't think Canelo is really too interested in that, even though it would be a great money fight. And you get the best of both worlds. It's a great legacy fight and it's a great money fight.
Yeah.
You got the boogeyman versus the undisputed.
Yeah.
Who would you favor in that fight? Let's say if it does happen, who you favoring?
Canelo definitely has experience, but right now, and I feel like Benavidez is just on a hot streak, and I would slightly favor him. If Canelo looked better recently, maybe I would swing with the Canelo, but I'm gonna have to favor Benavidez in that fight.
Canelo's getting old too. Where you going with it, John?
I concur. I concur. Yeah, man. Canelo, man, like he's definitely stole down a lot.